Nation was good. Bulls come away with another dub. Big dub for the team, man. A closer dub than we thought. 8 straight for the Bulls for the first time since 2012. This team is on a nice run here. And it's good to see them have this kind of run because it's going to get very tough when we see these teams match up versus some of these matchups that are going to be coming up over the next 10, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in and rocking with us. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer, joined by the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid, in the building. Kid. Bulls get another dub, man. 8 straight, a game that we thought that they should get, but it's good to see them get them. You know what I'm saying? Even when they're close, we don't have to talk crazy about you when you get them. What'd you see tonight that you like? What'd you see tonight that you disliked? And what do you think? Do you think anything that we saw in this game has a bearing on the Bulls moving forward?
What I like, 8 wins, 8 straight wins. First
Yeah.
time in a decade, 8 straight wins. That's what I like to see. Still closing out games, getting the whole squad back together. Good ball movement going.
Yeah.
Lonzo, seeing the effects of Lonzo. Didn't like he had a bad out in 1 of 8 shooting. Still got 3 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. So
Yeah.
he still made somewhat of an impact on the game, but very very inefficient. 1 of 8. Um, I like to see Kobe White still doing his thing, continuing that stretch. Hey, it seems like this is a good role for him,
Yeah.
and he's stepping in. He's stepping into that role of being a scorer off the bench. Love to see it. Keep it rolling. Like I said, prove me wrong. If you earn the minutes, you earn the minutes,
Yeah.
and he's earning those minutes right now. So
To
keep it,
me,
keep it
I
out
mean,
rocking.
to me, especially with how down you saw Lonzo play today, Kobe White gotta be in the running for Breeze Baller of the night for the Bulls. I mean, gotta be in the running there. 17 points. That scoring that you didn't get from Zoe, if you don't get that scoring from Kobe White, you don't have anybody else on this team that's able to replace that scoring. Not to say that Vooch and them couldn't, but tonight he did. 13 points for Vooch, 17 rebounds, another monster day on the boards. Essentially with nobody else really going crazy there. 5 for 13, 2 blocks, 2 steals for Vooch. Lonzo, 3 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 for 8 from the field. That's where Kobe White, 17 points on 7 of 11 shooting, 2 for 5 from the field, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Then you got 27 points, 3 rebounds for Zach LaVine, and 29, 3 and 2 for DeMar DeRozan. When you get
Did you say 27 points for Zach?
27 points for Zach, 27 on 8 of 19 shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like that seeing Kobe step up, the part that I'm excited about, one that I'm excited that we saw from Kobe is it's not easy. Like, in the mind of a lot of people, it's just like, oh, you still playing basketball at the end of the day. It's not easy to go from being, the starter to being the bench. Now, in this situation, Kobe's getting 6-man, essentially. He played 34 minutes still. So that probably makes his transition to the bench a little bit easier for him. But not starting in the game is a very different thing coming off of the bench. And so I wanted to see, hey, listen, are you going to be able to keep that production going when you're sitting over there?
Right.
Because that's a different kind of game. And I think what we saw, what he was able to give the Bulls in his time today, absolutely, you got to say, listen, he's still keeping it going, and you want to see him, keeping that moving forward. Like you said, it's all about consistency. What are we talking about? 5 games in a row here of him playing
5 games in a row.
about 5 games in a row here of him playing pretty well.
Hey, listen, and I'm gonna keep saying it to the end of the season. I will happily buy the jersey.
Yeah.
Happily buy the jersey.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. It will be the simple fact that I would have to potentially spend money to give that jersey away would just tick me off. But it's also, hey, at my detriment. So go ahead, do
If
it.
he's playing well, who cares? And this is the thing, right? Like this is what I tell Muzz. When Muzz are playing well, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, listen, if you play good for my team, guess what? I'm gonna like you. If you play poorly, I'm probably not gonna
I'm
like
not
you.
gonna like you.
That's just how sports works. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be undyingly loyal to your guys. I don't know if I'm surviving the Tom Boerwinkle years.
Hey, listen,
No
I
disrespect
love
to
to
them,
see.
but tough years.
Hey, I would love to see how many Felicio fans are still here.
Hey,
How many
listen.
chin strap fans are still here?
I don't know how he built the fan base at all. I think that's one of the. I think he built the fan base off of they really paid this man, and he's that bad.
He wasn't bad.
Who?
He was mad efficient.
Yeah, when you taking one shot a game and you hit that one,
He was
hey,
mad efficient, bro. You can't
hey,
sit there and say that.
his per 36, he 36 points a game, dog. That's the basketball. I'm not gonna lie, basketball got some dumb stats. Per 36 has got to be the dumbest stat ever. It's just like if he played 36 minutes, he would average 42 points a game. And it's like, but there's a reason he's not playing 36 minutes because he's not able to average 42 points a game.
Hey,
Oh man,
Felicia
oh,
wasn't that bad though, my G.
you said what?
Felicia wasn't that bad, my G.
Felicio was bad, dog. Felicio was bad. You didn't see enough of Felicio, dog. That man was awful, dog. Don't try to build a debate off of
Hey
that.
man, listen. We called Brian Scalabrine the White Mamba no matter where he went.
hey, hey, you know what though? This is the thing. This is what Brian Scalabrine proved. He is absolutely closer to LeBron than anybody that may talk about him.
I'm sorry, I got buckets for Brian.
hey,
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 I got
we
buckets for
gotta set
Brian.
that up. We gotta set that up. I want
So,
to.
hey,
He's
listen,
still. Hey, listen,
hey,
kid.
somebody
He's
tag.
still
I got
six
buckets for
seven.
Brian.
He's still 6'7".
I mean, he's still going. Hey, listen, guard. I'm definitely not going to be able to, but he got to stick me too.
Hey,
We
I'm
going to
from the
7?
White
I
Mamba.
got 7 buckets for him.
Hey, you know what? If we ever can set that up, man, we definitely got to, man. Let's talk to these Bulls fans, though. Let's go out to the phone lines as well, man. We want to let you guys know that the phone lines are open. If I can find the number, there we go. Call into the show, man. 855-908-5668, 855-908-5668. The Contender phone lines are open. The Contender, where you can hear nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock, and you can now hear the morning breeze over on the Contender as well. So if you can't stick around with us for the entire morning and you want to just listen, go download the Contender app, man. They're doing some good things over there, man. Let's go out to the phone lines out here, man. Going out to the 773. You already know what's coming, man. What's going on, my boy?
What's up, man? What's up? I'm happy about this win, but it's one thing that I must complain about, man.
Man,
I mean,
we didn't even get it.
at
You
the
see
end
these
of the
dogs in your front yard. Are you okay?
hey man, like these are. I really don't get enthusiastic over games like this because I feel like we should have kind of blew this team out,
Yeah.
especially with them missing a couple of their guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I gotta really say this. I mean, Vooch is my boy, but I mean, at the same time, you was making Wendell Carter look like an all-star a little bit. I know you gonna have the moments of where you had your matchups where they get the best of you, but at the same time, Wendell Carter didn't have no fouls on him, and then on top of that, the one move that you did on Wendell Carter, you kind of scored a little bit. And Vucevic, you kind of got to demand the ball a little bit. If you see Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan being focused on, and then Kobe White getting going a little bit, you got to be that inside presence, especially when they didn't bring Mo Bamba back in. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, overall, I like Vucevic's game. He played made some key defensive stops. But at the same time, I feel like us as a team with games like this, we got to do a little bit better. But Vucevic, sometimes you got to. I say you should have took advantage of this matchup. I mean, Wendell Carter ain't no scrub or nothing, but think about it, 6'9" or 6'10", going up against a legitimate 7-footer. I mean, who's an all-star at that. I mean, I would have kind of tried to crush Wendell Carter's soul on this one, especially since Mo Bamba didn't even come back in like the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
It's tough for me with Vooch because I think Vooch is what we saw. You know what I'm saying? Like where he's backing down, he's got who was it? I'm about to say Terry Rozier, not Terry Rozier. What's the other dude that also came from? Oh no, that's a whole different team. Terrence Ross. Vucevic to me versus Terrence Ross. To me, that's a Vooch. Body him out the way, turn around, get an easy bucket. You see Vooch throw a pass. You know what I'm saying? Vooch is that big man that's always looking for the pass. I agree with you, though. I would like to see him be aggressive. I think when we see Vooch be aggressive, he absolutely comes out and he balls out. But I'm not complaining about 13 and 17, though. You know what I'm saying? He's our third option.
In the words of Pat, the designer, Wendell Carter was kind of getting busy out there.
He's getting a little busy out there, for sure. 21 and 10, you getting busy, dog.
Yeah, hey, he getting busy.
I'm gonna have to say though, like I respect the opinion. On God, I do, but 13-17, 22-12, 14-16, 16-20, 24-17, 16-15. Those are Vooch's statistics last 5 games.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Vooch has definitely improved. He started off slow. He's definitely improved. Vooch is not needed to put up 25 and 20.
And
We got
listen,
way too many people on our team for that.
and when he has been needed to, guess what he did?
Put him up.
He put him up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about situation. Vooch is your third option. You know what a third option? The third option is Chris Bosh. Go look at Chris Bosh numbers. Yes, they're what 18, 19 points a game for Bosh, something like that. And nothing crazy. Let me tell you this: when Miami was down Brian and D Wade, and everybody thought, oh well, that's it. Yeah, no. Just because you don't see somebody do something every night, don't mean they don't got it in them. And I think we like to see the over 100 in the chat. I do love to see that 100. I think we like to see the take this matchup personally. For Vooch, this is, man, we just trying to get out of here with a dub. I'm grabbing boards. I'm the only one on these boards. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's the stat that'll blow your mind. Chris Bosh in Toronto last year, 24-10.
25. Oh, yeah,
24 and 10 on 51% shooting.
Yeah.
Gets to Miami 18 and 8. He didn't have a hard drop off.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was a hard drop off. But I mean, like he
It's
wasn't
not
a scrub.
It's not like his talent went away. He became
That's what I'm trying to say. There you go.
He became the third option. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that you got to look at. That happens when you are on a team with DeMar DeRozan, with Zach LaVine. And I think that we saw the ball movement getting it going a little bit better. You know, that I like that as well.
And this is how you know he still was cooking. Because when LeBron and them left, instantly goes up from 18 from 18 points to 16 points, goes back up to 21.
Man, if he could have been healthy, dog, they could have absolutely built another team around him.
Oh, absolutely.
How old was he at that point? He might have been 31.
That's a good question.
Man, if he could have stayed healthy, they absolutely could have built another team around him. I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? The dudes on the other side get paid to play. I'm not saying that I didn't expect them to come out of this and absolutely dominate the Orlando Magic, especially with how many people they were down. But I'm not going to act like we came out of this with a loss. You're not going to hear me in here complaining. You know what I'm saying? Did the Bulls take their time a little bit too much? Maybe they did. But you know what? Against a team like Orlando, you can take your time a little bit. And with how the Bulls have been winning, maybe they are able to do that now. You know, it was one of those things where last year we would see the Bulls do this and we'd be like, y'all are not that team. You can't take Orlando lightly. You know what I'm saying? This year you look at it, it's like, I took Orlando a little bit lightly. You know why? Because I got dogs on this side that can beat them. You know what they're not going to do? They're not going to take Brooklyn lightly. Golden State's coming in here Wednesday. They're not going to take Golden State lightly. Not even not win. But they're not going to take Golden State lightly.
Who's playing right now, by the way? Golden State's playing Miami right now, leading by 3. Yeah. Here's an interesting stat for you. Steph Curry has not scored. Well, he has 1 3. Has 1 3.
What quarter is it? Had to just start.
It's the middle of the second quarter.
Oh, he'll get it. He'll be all right.
Hey, Steph, they're still winning.
You know, Steph can go off for Steph can have a doggone 3-point game all the way to the fourth with 5 minutes left.
No, but that's the scary part. They're still winning the game. Well, now it's a tie game. Wiggins has 12. Jordan Poole has 14. They got people on that team. Yeah. So guess what? Yeah, I'm worried about that team rolling through here.
Yeah, I'm worried about that team.
It's Monday.
Hey, listen, you know what? If we lose to them, it's a tough loss. Hate to see it, but I ain't worried about it unless we see them in the finals. We see them in the finals? All right, now I got a problem with it. But also, we in the finals. Let's keep it going to the phones, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in and calling us over here at the Windy City Breeze, man. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the page, man. We're doing this every single game. Talk about these dubs that we keep getting, man. Let's go out to the 773. What's going on, man?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hello? Hey, what's up, man? I just wanted to talk about the game a little bit. Great game for the Bulls and stuff like that. I don't know the topic in here because I just kind of jumped in.
Go ahead.
But what I want to add to it, I think this is the best offensive team, even from the Derrick Rose era since Jordan. Derrick Rose era was very good on defense. They had Noah. They had, Derrick Rose was pretty good. Boozer was kind of iffy player because they kind of caught him at the back end of the free agency when they couldn't get any of the big three. I think right now the Bulls are standing on the best offensive team since the Jordan era. What do you think? What do you guys think?
I would agree with you. I said this is the Bulls team that has the most options, and I appreciate you for calling in and tuning in with the show, man. Appreciate that love.
Thank you, sir.
Always, man. I think that this is because the Derrick Rose years, they didn't give Derrick options. The option was Derrick.
He had Luau.
Luau 18. You know what I'm saying? Nice little all-star, but Luau got, there was a game where Derrick needed another scorer. He did. Derrick needed another dude that could absolutely go out there and compete and put up points. And Tom Thibodeau wanted to keep it where we got dudes out here that can defend, which is cool. But I mean, when you got LeBron out there, if he shut down our best offense, Luau's not going to put up 25. Every now and then he would, but on a consistent basis, we saw Luau by himself a lot. Because you would see somebody get hurt or go down for a little while, and it would be Luau Dang show. And yeah, he had some of those moments where he was Lieutenant Dang, Lieutenant Dangerous, but he also had them moments where it was like, oh yeah, he had 18, an efficient 18, but I need more out of you on that one.
You know what? I look at it and say it's just all about team construction.
Yeah.
I think that team was perfectly constructed for D Rose at the time.
Just missing a shooter.
Didn't have one shooter. I give him that.
A shooter. Had Korver, but didn't show up in the playoffs. And then had Dunleavy, but didn't show up in the playoffs. Now,
to answer the question directly, do I believe this is the best offensive talent we've had since Jordan? Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've had two. I guess you can't really call him backcourt players if he's a forward, right? Got that from you.
I don't know what it is anymore.
But we haven't had a duo who can average 50 to 60 points a game since then. Yeah. Even if it was Jordan averaging 30 and Scottie averaging 20, we know that they could give you 50 points. We haven't had that realistically since then. And then on top of that, we've never really had a good big man. Like Luke Walton. I mean, not Luke Walton. Luke Longley. I was about to say Luke Walton. Luke Longley wasn't Vooch. Yeah. Stuff like that. We had a good rebounders, obviously.
We've never had an offensive big man.
We never had an offensive big man, right? So, I would say.
Hey, you said we never had a good big man. I'm like, Dennis Rodman pretty good.
But Dennis Rodman wouldn't. You would consider him a big man?
Dennis Rodman guarded Shaq every time. Hey, listen.
I don't consider Draymond Green a big man.
You guard Shaq every time down floor. You playing big man at that point. Like it might be positionless, but you are clearly the center.
I don't consider Draymond Green a big man, but he clearly guards any and everybody. I don't consider PJ Tucker a big man, but he can guard any and everybody. Like Dennis Rodman to me was that type of player. He's not a big, but he guards any and everybody.
I consider what's his name a big man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't moving PJ.
Hey,
you ain't moving PJ. You gonna move PJ? Hey, PJ be hitting mugs with that face like when Cat was trying to move Boogie, just looking at him like, "Are you for real doing this right now, my G?" But no, I agree with you. Appreciate the super chat by Cedric Plays. It says we got to have a conversation about whether we may be playing down to our opponents. Good win. We can't lax up. A lot more games to go. This is the thing that you got to understand as well. When you have a good team, you can play down to your opponents. It's not a bad thing. You don't want to kill your players. I'm not saying that you should play down to the point where maybe it's this close. Like you can have that conversation, but let's not act like LeBron and them don't absolutely play down to their competition at times. Maybe this year, maybe they shouldn't, but in previous years, you know what I'm saying? Let's not act like Kevin Durant doesn't play down. You know why? Because in a moment's notice, Kevin Durant goes off for 25. Like, okay, we playing down, we getting down to the nitty gritty. All right, let's get this game over. You know what I'm saying? Like every team plays down, every good team at least, plays down to their opponent at some point. And sometimes it does bite you in the butt. Sometimes you don't like it. Sometimes you don't want to see it. But it is an 82-game season in the regular season. If we had lost this game tonight to the Orlando Magic after going on a 7-game win streak, I am not tripping. Like, yeah, okay, it's a trap game, whatever. It's a game in the beginning of January. We're not even in the middle yet. In the beginning of January. I do not care. What'd you say, kid? It's about when we get to them playoffs.
Get to the playoffs.
That's what it's all about, man. Let's go back out to the phone lines, man. Heading out to the 404. Bow, talking these Bulls. What's going on, man?
Pat, what's up? What's up, Pat? It's Q, man. What's up, PK? How you
What's
doing
going
tonight?
on with you, my
What's
boy?
good with you?
Man.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Having me a victory cigar.
Hey,
out
I'm
here
with it.
enjoying the weather with the dog.
The weather with the dogs, man. Where you at?
Oh, I live in Conyers. I ain't in the truck. I'm on vacation.
Okay, all right, cool.
So we ain't moving around. We at the house chilling in the woods.
I feel you.
So the best big man Bulls ever had, Artis Gilmore. We'll go back that far. That's how far.
Was he a big or was he a 3? Was he a big? Is a 5?
Hey, the chat kind of corrected us. Paul Gasol was the last good big we had.
Well, I'm going back. Yeah, I'm going back way into the 70s.
Yeah. I'm with you.
To speak to what the first caller was talking about with Boosh and Wendell Carter, Boosh can't take that personally, right? Because he was in Orlando so long.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna be cool with it. Whereas Wendell gonna take it personally.
Yeah.
Right? So every time he see us, he gonna try to give us that work. Even when we blew them out the first time we played them, he's still gonna give us work.
Yeah.
Because that's a sore spot for him. So I ain't really tripping off of that. That ain't no big deal. To me, that's a workmanlike victory. Right? You in the midst of a 7-game win streak, you know. Every game now from here to the end of the regular season, pretty much you're gonna get everybody's best shot.
Yeah.
Right? Even the bad teams. You're gonna get their shot.
Yeah, they believe
right.
in you.
And so in Orlando, if you really pay attention to them, they give good teams a good run.
Yeah.
They'll fold at the end, but I watched them when they played Milwaukee about a week ago, and they gave them a good run. So Orlando is a quality. They kind of like Houston, where they got talent, and if you just kind of slide up on them real light, you'll be in the game with them, fooling with them. You know, but that's just a workmanlike victory, man. You know, you coming off of 2 emotional victories. You're coming back home. So yeah, that's the trap right there. And if you look at the players that played tonight, you only went with 9 men.
Right.
Right. And the 9th man only played 7 minutes. So Billy kind of telling you what it is, right? We're gonna get Caruso back, we'll get Tony Bradley back, and that'll round out the back end of the rotation. But this was just, you know, let's just try to get a W and keep it moving. You know, this is a workmanlike victory. You know, even in the Jordan era, you know, we had games like this where it was just like, okay, we're supposed to blow these folks out, but you know, it is what it is. They're an NBA team. They're gonna come and they're gonna come to play. And then in the fourth quarter, you know, when it's time to win, we go ahead and find a way to win and keep on moving. You know, that's just the way I see this. You know, you're coming off, like I said, you're coming off of 2 emotional victories, back to back on the road. Come home cooking. Everybody feeling good about themselves, keeping their own bed. You know, you take Orlando lightly. You just find a way to win and keep it moving, man. So to me, it was just a good win. You know, it's just one of those professional W's.
Yeah, man.
That's just the way I take from it. That's my look on it.
It's not a bad take at all, man. Listen, there's 82 of these things. There's gonna be some games that come close. Even listen, we were the team that absolutely used to take people to the wire. And if we beat you, it was dog. Y'all really just lost to the Bulls. Are you kidding me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it's not a big deal, man. Appreciate the call, man. Stay safe out there, man. Enjoy that weather, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all be good.
You too, man.
You too, man.
Hey, listen, my pops texted me. He said, I'm so ashamed of you. Was the A train a big or a 3? Come on, man. I said, excuse me for being born in the 90s. You got to blow the dust off them tapes for me, dog. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see a lot of the A train games. I'm not going to lie to you, man.
Hey, Pops, I will tell you this, though. We going to look at them tapes.
Hey, we're going to look at them tapes.
We're going to look at them tapes, and I'm letting you know right now.
Pop's definitely gonna be able to see it because he got he joined the Breeze super fans, so he definitely gonna be able to see it, man. Dog, I can't wait.
A train was garbage. I'm definitely about to let you know because I'm on this. Now I know he wasn't, but still,
A train was giving Muggs that work. Though I will say that. At least
A-Train played in the 80s.
I went and looked at it one day. I was like, man, like, was he really doing it? Oh, because I believe on Marcus Couch's podcast, he had him on there. And after that, like, I went and looked up his numbers, and I was like, man, like, what's going on? Like, what was he doing versus some of the best back then? And I'm like,
yeah,
And it's exactly, you know what it is? It's like he's giving you regular, like he's giving you like 22 and 15, and you like, man, that's a great game. But you know, it's like all the numbers we saw today. Like the dude on the other side is giving you 108 and 90. Like, what the heck is that?
Marcus, I
How'd
would
you do
love
that in
to.
the game?
Yeah,
Like,
I would love to actually speak to artists, and shout out to you for actually having him on your show, man. Everybody check out Marcus Couch show. It's pretty
oh
dope.
man,
It's pretty dope, man.
I'm
Um,
telling you,
but
that was
absolutely love to
good.
talk to artists because I would tell you this: as we go through the tapes and the archives to find out, if these legends were who they say they were. I ain't like what I saw so far from some well known names. I know I keep
You
saying
thought,
it, but
hey,
y'all don't
listen,
understand what I saw. What I
listen,
saw versus
listen.
what y'all
I don't
said it
think
was
I don't think
ain't
you
the
understand.
same.
Hey, I don't think you understand what you saw because one, we came in the second half of a game. At this point, Wilt might have already had 40, but because we looked at the game and he had a stupid
Dog,
scoring stat.
I played the first half while I was working.
Yeah.
Had it on
Oh,
mute.
you found it?
Yeah, I found it. I sent it to you. It don't look any better.
Hey, listen, I don't know who keeping score then because Wilt absolutely ended that game with like 45 points. And the fact that they disrespected the league by not counting blocks is wild to me. Somebody need to go back and count Bill Russell blocks because we legitimately watched maybe 5-6 minutes of the second half. Bill had a solid 6 to 7 blocks. And he
Just
got
sliding everything.
fam,
Just
fam, he blocked one, but he threw up a floater. He blocked it off the top of the glass and just took it off. I was like, what is that? What is that block? Hey, man, let's go out to the phones again, man. Heading out to the 563, man. Let's talk about this game tonight. What's going on, my boy?
Hey, what's going on? What's going
How
on?
you feeling? How you feeling? What's your thoughts on tonight, man?
Well, I got a couple things. I got a couple problems. One, look, no disrespect to the callers, but y'all need to understand something, okay? This is our fifth game in 8 nights.
Sixth, I believe.
All right. Oh, okay. So like everyone's saying, oh, we should be playing down to our competition, bro. We're tired. That's all. We're tired right now. Okay, you could see it in the play these past 3 games that we need this break that's coming up. The break that's coming up this next 3 days off.
Yeah.
Before we play Washington is needed right now. Okay, maybe we just kind of like look past Orlando and we was like, okay, 3 days off, so let's blow this team out. And we kind of took it for granted.
Yeah.
All right, and also too, and this stuff's kind of been bothering me. All right, I gotta call out the fans at the games tonight. Okay.
Oh, you was at the game tonight.
Oh well, I wasn't at the game, but I saw this. Okay, now I'm an old school Bulls fan. I've watched a lot of Bulls games,
Right.
back in the Chicago Stadium days and all that stuff.
Right.
And dog, in games like this, when teams need energy, I'm so sick and tired of the damn fans being quiet. I've noticed this. Like, the fans are too damn quiet for me, man. Back in the day, in the Chicago Bulls, in the Chicago Stadium days, when teams were struggling, even in January, the crowd was always loud. Always loud. And it's something that just kind of like annoys me a little bit. Like, we got a contender team, when they need the energy, we gotta be loud, man. I think we just gotta do better as a fan base there. But y'all chill out. 6 game and 8 nights.
Yeah.
And once we get this little rest, we get some bodies going, then we'll be back. We'll be back on track. Just we were just tired. That's all it was.
Hey, appreciate the love, my boy. Appreciate you tuning
Yo.
in. I will say this: as he was saying that, they were playing highlights from the game, and I'm looking. Not gonna lie, more than one play where somebody hit like a spin move bucket or a step back 3, where you just saw a few dudes just like, "Hey," and the rest of everybody just like. I'm like, dog, do y'all know y'all at a basketball game right now? I tell you, like, hey man, that's funny. That was a good call. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Almost 200 people in here, man. 182 people in here. 45 likes. Let's get them likes up for your boy, man. Hit that like button. Call into the show, man. Let's go back out to the phone lines, man. Going out to the 214. Marv, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Another
feeling,
win, man? That's what we need. Another win. That's all we need.
Absolutely.
But I did want to say this, man. let's not get down on them too much, man. You know, they was kind of tired tonight, and they still pulled it out.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna concentrate on this little rest.
Yeah.
But we got some tough stuff coming up, man. Next 11 games, 3 back-to-backs with pretty tough competition, man. So we need this rest. We're gonna need everybody. Even though it looked like we played a lot of tough games, a lot of games in a row here recently,
Yeah.
we got 11 games with 3 back-to-backs coming up starting Friday, man. So now listen, those games that they canceled, that's why we're having these tough, all these games in a row.
Yeah,
but
they
I can say this, man. You could see it in their legs, man. They were tired. They still won the game, though. That's the most important thing. Now, I ain't no big standings person, but Milwaukee lost. Brooklyn lost. All these guys lost today. We getting a little lead.
Yeah.
So if we do get a little break in the action, we have a little cushion in that, man. But I do want to say shout out to you, man, and your partners, man, because you're doing a great job. I'm gonna call you every time they win or lose.
Hey, I appreciate the love, Marv. I really do,
Appreciate it, Marv.
Love, man. Stay safe out there. All right,
yeah,
my boy.
man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all take care, man. Great show, baby.
Have a
You
good
too.
one.
You too.
I will say this, man. Hey, remember how I said DeMar was gonna be shooting? He's absolutely out there shooting free throws right now.
Is he?
Told the wife and kids either he told them wait or go home. But 7 for 13 from the line, he is absolutely. They got a picture of it. Chuck Swirsky tweeted out a picture of it about 24 minutes ago. He is shooting free throws right now.
Hey, the funny thing is, and shout out to Nine Mag for stopping through. Appreciate them for tuning in. Said it's the mask on the 18,000 fans is why they was quiet. Never thought about it like that. I ain't yelling through no mask either. Hey, those masks change a lot for you.
What?
I ain't yelling through no mask.
I can see an arm up. You know what I'm saying? Jump up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
a little something.
that's a quiet motion. I put my arm up right now. You ain't hear that.
But you know what? Like just the excitement. Yeah, like the fam. When Zach hit the little step back, you dig. I saw like the corner, like, yeah, and then you saw Alex Caruso, like, y'all can cheer. It's okay.
Yeah. I get you. You ever try to yell in those masks though?
I don't go places anymore, dog. I spend most of my time in this studio. By the way, freezing right now. If anybody knows a good building guy, I don't even know what to call that guy. Freezing right now. What?
An HVAC guy?
You know what? I do just need an HVAC guy because I need. I call Joe. Don't worry about it. Joe do everything apparently. Joe do everything apparently. Shout out to the super producer, man.
Hey, and somebody sent Pat a portable heater. So
now you know what I need? No cap. I need a gas guy for my fireplace. There's a fireplace down here that works, but I'm scared to mess with it because I don't mess with gas. There's an electrical component to it. I got that switch off the wall. I'm swapping that out. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with gas.
Dog, this man to sit there and play with something that sit there and fry you, your kids, and set your house on fire.
Hey, listen,
for some odd reason, you don't want to touch a gas.
No, you know why? I know how that works. Hey, look, I know what not to touch to die with that. Now, it might still get you, but I know at a minimum what not to touch to die with that. That's just like somebody farted and lit a match at the same time, and now I'm on the moon, and I don't get to enjoy the show. Now, hey, look, now you out there in Indiana, and you killing it off of the show because you gonna keep it going like that's what Pat would have wanted. It's absolutely not what I would have wanted. I would have wanted to live. Don't keep this show going. This show dies with me. This show dies with me, dog.
Hey, dog, the Windy City of the Breeze is no longer an individual endeavor. It is a concept. It is no longer just
you just take off out of nowhere, 100,000 in a week because I died. Over 200 in the chat. 200. You know what I'm saying? Hey. No, it dies with me. I'm not doing it.
No, you just really snapped off talking about dying.
Channel down.
That's so morbid.
Oh, hey, it is what it is. That's why I ain't mess with this fireplace. I ain't going. Not taking me out at all. 200. I don't know if I said that or not. Hey, Kevin, I'm gonna need you to relax, brother. It's a great joke.
Hey,
Marcus Couch in the comment, the Windy City me. You got dang right, Marcus. Hey, what Kobe say? What Kobe saying? What did he say? He said, it's
There's
not
no
an
INT, Kobe.
INT, but it is an ME in that.
Oh man.
Oh man, dog. Hey, hit that like button if y'all ain't done so, man. Subscribe to the page. Let's look ahead at the next game, man. Let's look ahead at this next game, and then we're gonna
Get a
wrap
shirt
it
that
up.
says "I don't mess with gas."
I don't mess with gas, dog.
Dog.
Hey,
He
listen,
said, "Let's look ahead to the next game."
if Dare want to take that, talk, whatever they want to do with that. I'm not trademarking that one. We got a few days off. Good thing for the Bulls, right? And good thing for us too. We actually get the rest for a couple of days because we've been going hard. Bulls don't play again until January 7th versus the Washington Wizards, a team that we've already beat, but it absolutely came down to the wire. They're missing a lot of players due to COVID as well. They probably get some of those back with the new health and safety protocols now. So we'll probably see Spencer Dinwiddie back out there, Montrezl Harrell, Raul Neto, Aaron Holiday, man, kind of a guy. No, he's out with a knee. Thomas Bryant out with a knee. Hachimura probably be back out there as well. And then a couple of dudes that I think were G League 10-day pickups. Because Brad Wanamaker, he was on like Indiana when we called the game, wasn't he?
He was somewhere. He be getting
He
around.
was on India. He wasn't on Washington. I know that much because I called the game when he was playing in it. How do you think that? How do you think Bulls fare in that game after getting some rest, but coming back versus? Listen, that team already had Daniel Gafford going to work. Coming back versus a team that's going to get Montrezl Harrell back and Spencer Dinwiddie. How do you see that working out for us coming into
I
that?
actually could see us dropping that game. To be honest with you, I could see us dropping that game simply because we're due for one. I would love to go on a historic run for our franchise, but the reality of it is, our guys are tired. In
3 days
fact,
off though. That's
so
probably why DeMar's out there shooting free throws.
we played the 26th, 27th, 29th, 31st, January 1st, January 3rd. We get a
Yeah.
couple days off, but then we got to play the 7th, 9th, 12th, 14th, 15th. Man, who made this schedule?
Well, no, that's what was that Marv that called in last? I believe it was Marv. He was saying so they rescheduled the Bulls games. I want to see if I could pull the tweet up that had them on there. They rescheduled a bunch of the Bulls games that they had to postpone. And I had it earlier. And
So we
I
got
don't
8 games in 12 days.
yeah.
The
You're coming
17th
back
to
to
the
another back. So here's the updated schedule here. So the games that weren't there, we're going to play the 11th versus the Pistons, 26th versus the Raptors, 24th versus the Thunder. Those were the two home games for you, Pistons and Raptors. Then your away games, 24th versus the Thunder. So you're going to play OKC in OKC, fly back, and then play the Raptors at home. And then you got the Raptors on the road as well on February 3rd, and you got the Hawks at home or on the road March 3rd.
dog. I don't know if people realize it, but once we get back Friday to play them Friday,
Yeah.
on the 7th, we're going to literally be going extra hard for the rest of the season.
Yep.
Like the games are scheduled that closely together. We won't really get a real break until March, where we have a game March 4th, March 7th. Then it kind of picks up. Who made this schedule? That is now I know what you just explained, but and
You
everything like
normally
that.
do well. You normally do every other day in basketball, don't you? Though? Or every couple days normally.
Well, it's so tightly. It's you do every day. We have like 4 back-to-backs right here, though.
But it's because of the reschedules. You know what I'm saying? Like I think towards the end it was supposed to lighten up for us, but because of those reschedules, you got those back to backs now, unfortunately. And listen, it does suck, but it's not like the Bulls are the only ones going through this. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the Bulls are the only one with this kind of schedule. Now, I think the travel part of it, the travel aspect of it, I don't know if anybody else is doing that. You know what I'm saying? I think the Bulls got more of a it's like, hey man, can we play at home for a couple of days? Or I gotta
You
play
just
one
broke
game?
down the cities we got to travel to by the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. It is what it is, dog. Cost to be the boss.
Cost to be the boss. So,
Cost
well,
to
I
be the
guess I
boss.
got to pay another Wayne bar that he probably don't even remember saying. Uh, crazy, dog. Yeah, man. You know what? Looking ahead at that Washington game, I can see the Bulls winning it, especially because they'll be coming off a rest. Is Washington gonna be playing before that? Is that a back-to-back or anything for them, or are they getting rest as well? Because
I
that
guess.
absolutely factors into that. Look at their schedule real quick, because that is on the 7th. Washington's game before that will be.
They play
They got a
tomorrow.
game versus the Rockets on the 5th, so they'll have played a couple of games in that time. You know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, man, let me just ask you this: are the Bulls really the best team in the Eastern Conference? Record
Yes.
aside, when we're talking about what we're seeing on the court, are the Bulls the best team in the Eastern Conference right now?
Right now, yeah, they are. Best team. We weathered the storm. We've had our COVID runs. Hopefully, we can stay away. Still came out on top.
Yeah.
Brooklyn has some figuring out to do. Bucks have some figuring out to do. Still competitive teams, still top teams in the league, but they're not us right now. They're not us. James Harden isn't putting up DeMar or Zach numbers consistently for it to be a threat as of right now.
Yeah.
Not saying he can't. They don't have a big man. Chris Middleton is playing mid.
Which is crazy, because when I finally decided to give him credit, it's like the opposite of Kyle Lowry. Like, I consistently trash Kyle Lowry, and every time I do, he almost certainly goes off for 40. But
when do we play them again? Because the next time we play them, you keep your mouth shut. You just shut up. Because at this point, if he go off for another thing, it's gonna be on you. We're gonna get you a Kyle. You got to give away a Kyle Lowry jersey the next time we do that.
I decided to give Middleton credit, and he absolutely comes out and has a doggone. Would he have a 8-point day or something like that?
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Hey, so right now, I think that as the comments said,
it wasn't good.
Old school swag, like he said.
Yeah,
they're the best right now as far as consistency. We have been really consistent, 8 in a row.
Yeah.
At this point, what can you say? We deserve to be at the top.
No, I agree. I agree with that. It's just, it's one of those where you look at it with the what ifs, but the what ifs aren't happening right now. Like Nagy says, the ifs and the whys.
And the birds and the bees.
And the birds and the bees, man. And I'll tell you this, man. Why can't we wait until he's gone, and then we'll know if he sucked or not?
I can't wait for January 10th, bro.
One more week, y'all. One more. It's almost over. It's almost over, y'all. It's almost over.
Dog, I can't wait for one more week just to be upset. I feel like the Bears are priming me right now just to be let down, dog.
What they gonna do to you? They gonna be like, no, there was a report out there that we're firing him after week 18. Sign him to a 5-year deal. What?
Dog, I promise you right now, the only thing that could be worse is if they sit there, fire everybody, and then all of a sudden Adam Gase for some reason come walking through those doors. I promise you right now, I am going to be livid, dog. Nah, I can't wait. So hey, listen, at least we got the Bulls to sit here and celebrate. First in the see Red Nation, Breeze Nation. We got the best team in the Eastern Conference.
2-game lead, fam. Listen. This ain't NBA normally. What happened? This is not NBA normally, dog.
Best team in the Eastern Conference.
Man, record-wise, 13-4 at home, 12-6 on the road. Not only are you done over 500, you're 750 on the road. That's that math, right? Yeah. Yeah, 750. Right?
Hey, dog. You know what you can do? Just look at the statistic. Right, I mean, it says it right here.
Show on your dig. I got.
Oh, okay, my fault. Let me help you out.
That's right, dog. That's how percentages work, man. Don't. Hey, listen. I'm not confident in it at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pop, text me. He's so disappointed in my math skills. He's just like, thank God he's talking sports. This mug is 667. Shut up, Marcus.
I mean,
he's like, he got to be like, thank God he's talking sports because this dude is dumb.
thank
Anyway,
God he got a fan base who doesn't really care. Thank God.
hey, listen, I will never tell you that my math skills are good. I see y'all. Hey, we want to let y'all know, man, that we're gonna be live tomorrow morning, 6 to 9. Pull up for that, man. A lot of great conversation coming that way, especially. We definitely gonna be talking Bulls. Definitely gonna be talking our Chicago teams, but I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I'm so excited to get into Kwame Brown versus what's his name? I'm giddy. I'm giddy to get into Kwame Brown versus Gilbert Arenas because Kwame Brown want to bring down everybody on a personal level now that he feel like he got him a little platform, which is one of the worst YouTube channels I've ever seen in my life. And and Gilbert Arenas is just like, dog, I'm talking about basketball. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I got a lifetime of stats that tell me you can't play that sport. I said a lifetime of stats, dog. How many stats you got?
His name is Bus Life.
It's
like, Bus Life.
That's like what Stephen A said. That's like what Stephen A said. Hey, I just cut up 5 minutes. I got another 2 hours of this if y'all really want to go down this. Of just
the funny thing is, hey, Stephen A did the right move. He's just on too big of a platform. It came off as petty.
Kwame rehashed an argument that he had with Stephen A. when Stephen A. wasn't at this level.
No, I got you. But right now, for Stephen A, the way he did it, it just looked lame. It looked petty. It was like, it was just like, you know what? I don't know. It just don't fit Stephen A to respond to him like that. And then the way he did it, the dramatic pauses and stuff.
You know what? That's the best thing. Don't say nothing.
Them dramatic pauses was just lame to me. I was like,
dog, I love it. I love that. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let your NBA, because this is the thing. Am I talking something that happened or am I making this up? I'm just gonna let your NBA tape that we all saw do the talking. And like the first one is like the Wendell Carter play that got him traded, of him like going to dunk and getting blocked by the rim wide open. It's like, you want smoke?
Hey, dog, if y'all want to continue that conversation with us, tune in the morning.
We'll be live in the morning, man. Tune into the Morning Breeze, 6 to 9 a.m. Appreciate the love for all of y'all tuning in with us to this point, man. 178 people in here, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. We're calling every single Bulls game live, doing Bulls post game, Bears post game, finally coming to an end, but we are doing that as well. And then we will be live every day.
The designer will be doing that one solo because
always. Hey, listen, kid, you tapped out on me a while ago. It's all good.
I tapped out on the Bears, dog. I'm sorry. It's family time. I gotta spend it with the girls. I'm sorry.
I appreciate the love, y'all, man. It's your boy Pat the Designer, joined by the pettiest man alive, as y'all can see, Mr. P Kid. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. We'll be back Friday for our next Bulls live call, man. Peace.